So there are certain men who live a soft boy life.
Sound like a guy that has no scars on his knees. Have you guys ever said a guy must be gay?
Yes, I have.
Y'all slap dicks when your friends dancing?
Yeah.
I
hit it with the whole, if the booty going, I'm going like this with the butt.
Let me throw out my serious hand for this. What is a woman?
I'm tired of this world acting like they don't know what a woman is.
Wait, hold on.
Hey, I don't make them. I don't make the rule.
Why y'all whispering? The mics work. Y'all whispering like the mic's right in your face.
No, mommy, for real.
Yo.
It's in her pocket.
I brought my son, mommy.
Are your pockets sticky? Do you put sauce on your food or do you dip your food in sauce?
Let me think. Okay.
This is why we do the research.
She in her bag. She in her mood. She in her mood. She getting her mood.
Like damn.
Like damn. Like damn. She in her mood.
I got two on the couch, one on the stool. It's my turn to act the fool. You're now watching the Atlanta late night show. I got to roll out the carpet. I got to do my intros. It's kind of a thing here. So, she's a singer, she's a writer, she's a mother, somebody's daughter, and we're going to find out what the tour life taught her. And she's also plugged in with the mayor. Everybody give it up for Yah Yah. Now, everybody watch out, because she's selling everything that ain't nailed down. Eyelashes, dresses, leggings made for the gym, but you're likely wearing them to run errands. Selfie lights and earring backs. Everybody give it for Tiara.
Earring backs.
Earring backs is little known market. And also on the couch, we have another writer. She's a singer. She's worked with PJ Morton, Wyclef Jean, Coco Jones, and the most slept on impressive feat. She's worked with Ned Kenna and managed not to get pregnant.
Whoa.
It happens if you stand next to him on elevators 9 months later.
My goodness.
Miss Daddy, I'm not playing no music. That's me singing. Give it up for KALIPOP. Good. Was it giving what it was supposed to give?
It was giving.
It's giving.
Very much so.
My toxic masculinity won't let me roll that giving out that like that.
The men
So,
love it.
you said what?
The men love it.
The men?
The men love it's giving.
They
giving?
do. They do.
You can only use it when you're talking to women, though.
Chris Brown had a whole song.
All right, so I like to start off with like quick hitters and kind of get us in a vibe a little bit. So, road trip or flight?
Where are we going?
We'll make it a little close to you. Oh, it's up to you.
I mean, I'm all for a road trip. I love a road trip.
I feel a butt.
Nah, I'm not gonna give it to you.
So you rather not a flight?
I love flying, but I don't want to fly like a long time unless I'm in first class.
Okay.
If we're doing first class, we can go anywhere.
And
Ginger?
I don't want to drive a long time because I don't know where we going. You ain't giving enough details, so I'm gonna have to
It's
say
a very
flight.
basic question.
I'm gonna have to
Where
say-
that word
I'm
comes
gonna have
from?
to say flight
Flight.
because you might be trying to road
Question.
trip.
Yeah, I was about to go super
You might be
country.
trying
Not
to
that
road
country.
trip to I don't know
Bonding.
Africa. It ain't even no road all the way there.
Where we
Bonding.
going? It do matter.
I don't know. It's just a basic
It's
question.
bonding, I feel.
It's bonding moment.
To what extent?
Good snack.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right, yeah,
'cause after
yeah.
a while,
Get the wine
That road
and the-
trip, it depends on who's in the car.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's driving?
Do you put sauce on your food or do you dip your food in sauce?
more sauce on my food than dipped.
100%.
I'm a dipper.
Cosign?
I think
You're a dipper?
I think I like to dip my food, but you know what? I do douse some hot sauce on some shit.
Hot sauce. Like my French fries, I put my ketchup on my French fries.
Do you sprinkle salt after you put the ketchup or before?
Well, most times when I make fries, they kind of already have that seasoning. I don't add to it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Finger food, I'ma dip it.
Okay.
Finger food, I'ma dip it. I'm annoyed if there's ketchup all over my fries.
Yeah. I don't overdo it though. I don't like when it's drenched.
Yeah.
I don't like when it's drenched, but I make sure every little fry got a little trinkle. So that way, you know, because that's all it needs. A little trinkle.
This is why we do the research.
See, I can eat with y'all.
Very important
I
research
can
here.
eat with y'all. It's no issue.
What's worse, Looking dumb or looking weak?
He brought out the Beyonce. He said, jealous or crazy?
I'm gonna have to say.
What's worse?
All right, where do y'all go first? Tell me about this.
To be honest, dumb and crazy, right?
No,
So
dumb and
sometime-
weak.
Oh,
No,
weak.
dumb and
He
weak.
said dumb
Sorry.
or weak.
Sometimes I'm gonna say I'd rather look weak. Because I don't know. If I'm looking dumb,
The circumstance probably is that I'm doing something dumb, or maybe acting with pride, or maybe acting like visibly acting ignorant and acting wrong and strong. Maybe I feel like that's dumb, and I don't like to look like that.
You feel like you're loud and wrong a lot?
I have been wrong and strong a lot in the past, but I've been working on my accountability. I'm still wrong and strong sometimes, and then I'll come back and
Sure you haven't been to Better Help yet?
You mean feel
That's an
better?
inside joke. Oh, feel better. Yeah. That's the competition.
Better help.
that's the competition.
Y'all, they're referencing my therapy. Disgusting.
Has anyone here ever been fired, and why? What you do?
So,
You sold somebody lunch?
nah. Not with that. So, back home in Atlantic City, there's casinos. So, that's typically where you worked if you lived in the city. I was working at the Harris Pool. And you get a certain amount of points for like lates or, absences or whatever. So, it was just that. One day I came to work, but I don't like the way they did it.
How they do it?
Because don't have me come to work.
They gonna do it like that.
You know what I'm saying?
They
You
gonna
gonna
do it
have
like
me
that.
work.
They fired you at work?
Then tell me.
They gonna do it like
I could have
that.
stayed home.
They let you
No.
clock in?
Yes.
She worked.
I worked at least 3 or 4 hours.
She worked.
Oh, they let you get half a shift in?
Listen,
That's
half
funny.
the shift
They
in.
said
That's
we gonna
funny.
let her
Made me
They said
feel
they-
it a little bit and wonder. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, Yah Yah, and I really don't like that they did you like that.
That's cool.
They were supposed to let you know.
Supposed to be there.
I'm happy to let you come get your
Said we
last
short
points, though.
staffed.
You clocked in.
They did. I got my last little coin.
Because
We
I
need
mean,
the
at
coverage.
least
Okay. What's worse?
we need it.
Crying babies or annoying adults?
Definitely adults.
Crying babies.
Definitely adults. I feel like
You
baby's
wanna
gonna cry.
wanna break the tie?
Annoying adults. Yeah.
Baby's gonna cry.
Yeah. Once you have one, that's something you get used to. So,
I'm just thinking about when I be on the plane, they be behind me.
but once you have one, that change. You because you've heard it.
Yeah, you get those ears.
Heard you. I don't like
But
colic.
annoying adults.
Colic baby. When they got colic, it's just hollering. Oh my
She was specific about the baby she hates.
Baby's
We tapped into a moment, didn't we? It was a real
Like-
moment.
triggered.
Oh, man.
She's triggered.
All
I
right.
am triggered. I can impersonate a baby perfectly.
Don't do it.
I won't.
I'll choose peace today.
People ask me not to do it.
Yeah, I
Pull
choose
away
peace
from me.
today. What's worse, prenups or child support?
What's worse?
I'm nowhere near any of those situations. I don't really know.
Philosophically,
Safe
just
or sorry.
When you say what's worse, like what do you mean?
what do you think is worse for as a
Just in society?
yeah?
What's worse? I'd say child support.
Okay.
Prenups I can really understand. Like you protecting your assets, you know what I'm saying? But child support, I feel like sometimes there's certain people on child support that I feel like it'd be a lot of guys too that be on child support. Wait, hold on. Let me do the negative
Uh-oh.
first.
Uh-oh.
Because
She
I
doing
gotta have
the
my
math.
girls back first.
The
Hold on,
math
hold
ain't
on. I
mathing.
gotta have the girls back first. You know, there's a lot of guys that need to be on child support. But then there's sometimes guys that are actually in their child's lives. Maybe they don't live with, the child because typically the mother does. But I feel like if you're in your child's life and you take care of them when it's necessary, I don't feel like you should have to pay child support.
Okay.
I'm agreeing. I definitely don't think that if you are in your child's life that you should pay child support. I do think though that because sometimes there are people who provide for their children and they're there and the system isn't involved, but life still isn't the easiest for them. It's not necessarily made easy or graceful for the father. And in certain cases, I do think that child support is the better option. A lot of the time, people are overspending like over their means. A lot of these men spend a lot of money and
expenses come out of like the asshole sometimes. And I don't have any children, but I've seen different fathers around me go through certain things where they're on a regular schedule payment, and then oh my God, something happened with the rent.
I need,
you
so
know,
it's
you
like
ain't
a payment plus more.
I
Whereas
ain't-
child support,
me
there's
and your
one
daughter
price.
ain't about to be on the streets.
That's true.
You know, send me that 400.
That's true.
And then next thing you know, he's coming out the pocket all crazy when motherfucking child support would never.
That's true.
Child support said that man makes 1,100.
Well, I guess I would say I feel like child support. I see a lot more commotion with the child support thing, whereas prenups, you kind of make that decision in the beginning. So, what you trying to say about it when when it's time?
I love a good prenup.
Yeah,
I'm not a hater on a prenup.
yeah. I think a prenup.
It says the creators. Okay.
Prenups have a clause
I
about
think they're
infidelity.
fair.
And
they're fair.
when you get married,
Okay,
and
ad libs.
you sign a I mean, it is.
Okay.
You got to protect your assets when you're agreeing to get married, right? Yes, you love each other, and ooh, man, divorce is not an option. Okay, before God, we say that. Sometimes, what we agree to do before God is, it doesn't add up with what our vices are, and it doesn't add up with what we do in our dark recreational time. You know, we play on both ends, both spectrums all the time. So in a marriage, when you have a human experience and you do something that could potentially derail your partner, that prenup will be the paperwork that you need to, at least once you pick your job off the floor, you can go off and start a new life with, if you have children, or you can start a new life. Because when we first got together, it was established that you weren't supposed to do this in this paperwork, in this contract. So you broke it, so now I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I just think
You wanna
protecting.
dip in coochie,
I think
I
it's
dip in
fair
wallet.
to protect assets that were your own prior to, it's different when y'all was in the mud together, and it's like run that. But I think it's fair.
All right, let's get spicy in here. It's too peaceful. I want to choose a little. I want a little
No
chaos.
violence.
Yeah, Black Air Force energy.
I think that should.
Turning down the radio to see, or people with crusty lips. What's worse?
What was the first?
The crusty lips are the
All I heard
worst.
was crusty lips.
Turning
Crusty
down the
lips
radio.
Or turning down the radio to see.
We got
see?
to.
Yeah.
You got to.
Oh,
You got to. You got
I
to.
like how she did the math and came back like,
No, you got to.
Yeah, I do make
yeah.
sense.
You got
I be
to.
doing that.
You
Which
got
one-
to.
Which one's worse?
Definitely the lips. It's never okay.
Oh, crusty lips.
It's
Yeah.
never
Crusty
okay.
lips ain't cool.
I'm gonna laugh every time somebody turn the radio down, but it's I get it.
We're gonna laugh.
I'm going to laugh at you. Wait, what that say? What that say?
Crusty lips.
What's the address?
That ass. Nah, I'm gonna ask me to low key.
Cause you don't even say how crusty.
And I don't even drive. I'll be like,
You ain't
yes,
even
Come
say
through, come through.
how
hi,
crusty.
Slim.
All
Yeah,
right.
Slim here.
So
Good? Oh, yeah, it's good. Okay.
let's say, okay, people that save alcohol bottles or use the top of the refrigerator for storage. What's worse?
Okay, one more time. Ask me.
People that use the refrigerator for storage, the top of the refrigerator for storage.
You talking about the cabinets
No,
or
the
the
top.
actual?
No, the
actual top of the
fridge.
refrigerator.
Where the cereal go? Is that what you mean?
Where the cereal goes?
I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
Okay.
That is
Or
what the
people
cereal
that use
goes.
And then you can't do that no more if you live in Jersey.
Okay. What?
You can't put the cereal on top of the fridge no more
Why?
For real?
if you move to Jersey.
Why?
I didn't even know
Because
that
it's
about.
mice in Jersey.
Okay.
Mice
I like how
can
you
get
said that
anywhere,
without
though.
blinking.
They can. They can.
Them mice can get in them cabinets too.
You're right about
You better close them up.
They can.
They can get.
So we going with fridge?
No, it's definitely worse to reuse alcohol bottles.
Oh, you
I don't
said
think they're
reuse
reuse.
them?
I didn't say
Oh no,
reuse.
he's talking about the
Just
people that
Just
collect
save
them.
them. Just save them.
You know, people
I
just
hate
collecting
that.
them.
Yeah.
Throw it away.
Throw it
That's why-
away.
That's why I do the research.
You about to turn it into a hookah or something? What you doing with
Yeah,
that bottle?
I'm gonna say that
Saving
because
bottles.
as far as storage, it might be somebody that live in New York with a small ass place. They might need the top of that fridge. I ain't
Okay.
gonna judge them.
Into a hookah.
Just use it.
She said turn the bottle to a hookah. What you mean? Is that
glass.
I don't know. It,
It's
sound, it,
glass.
sound, it sounds like something you found on TikTok.
But you gotta find a how
I've
you
seen
going how you
people
gonna
who
seal
got-
it up.
I don't make them. I don't make the rules.
That's fire.
I'm
What
just
you
asking.
saying?
I don't make
I can
the
see how it
rules.
could work. I'm just
It's
Turn
worse.
a bottle into a hookah.
how does it? How do
Yeah, you could
seal
buy a
it up?
Hennessy bottle. You could buy a Hennessy bottle hookah.
That's
Hennessy
some, I
bottle
like
hookah.
that
Swear
novelty
to God.
shit. I like that.
All right.
Don't cuss on your show.
You say
It
fuck all
ain't,
the
it ain't
time.
nothing. That ain't on the rules. That ain't on the rules. These the rules.
Read the rules.
That ain't one of the rules.
Don't.
We are breaking one of the rules.
Okay, let's turn it up a little bit. Let's see. True or false? The world is run on feelings.
These days.
These
True.
days.
These days, true.
It's a unanimous true.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that for Slim when she gets on. Okay. It's Women's Month, so I'm gonna ask this: how much money does a man need to make in order to not be considered broke?
Who are you
A
asking?
man or a human, because we all gotta live.
I only hear about women talking about broke men.
I mean, I'm not that girl. My man, I'm not talking about my man because he makes good money. But
Okay.
but I think a regular job is fair. I mean, if you have a job and you make at least $40,000, I think a year, I think that's fair. That's a regular job. I ain't saying it's the last job you're gonna have, but you ain't broke. Broke is no job, probably at your mom's, or going girl to girl so you can live with them.
Oh, homosexuals.
Homosexuals is a fact.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Child.
But you can't ask me. I know it's girls out here that be
Somebody
like,
just got
"You
here
gotta
like, I'm
make
putting that in a
6
bar.
figures," and they don't even make
I caught
half
it.
that. So
All right. So you guys agree?
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
30,000? 40,000?
I'm kind of tripped off. Like the 30.
It's the broke for me. I don't like calling people broke.
yeah.
I don't like.
I'm
and I
just
don't
talking
even-
about
guess
real
we're not
life.
on the
I know
same
we're in this
internet.
society now where girls are like, he gotta make, he gotta get me this and But it's like, what do you make, man? And what do you do for a living?
And does he have to make this amount of money? Because what if he makes
you
that amount of money
domesticated?
and he's not generous? What if he doesn't love you with all you come with? And what if he shops and doesn't offer you anything when you go to that mall? You know what I'm saying? What give a fuck what a nigga got if he ain't period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that, but that wasn't the
I need some testosterone in the building.
question, guys.
A lot of estrogen in here.
You know what? But I was just saying, I don't know. Certain questions I feel like they're a little bit divisive. Certain questions being asked about like men making money, and I mostly hear women saying that men are broke. Well, I'd like to say that these conversations are on both ends of the spectrum because I've heard R&B songs that say I don't fuck with broke bitches, and she gonna choose up for a rich
That's
nigga, and I'm
true.
still gonna not really wife her because I'm just gonna slide on her, and I'm not gonna give her no money either.
That's true.
And so, in this day and age, I feel like everybody needs a strict humbling, and people
Strict
need,
humbling.
yeah, I do.
That sounds like something grandma would say.
I'm sorry, well, it's just
Go ahead,
something-
Nana.
When you go through real things in life, you stop caring about the social kind of like the social world, and you start thinking about stability and the things that matter, like loved ones, quality time, and doing the important things that actually feel good. Once you eat that food at Nobu and you doodle later because you know it's gonna give you the ill stomach ache. You know it. It goes through you. You spent that 80. You spent that 180. Excuse me, because I seen one of the appetizers was like a calamari dish, and that was $40-something.
I'll spend $350.
Yeah.
Good evening.
You got it
Good
right.
night.
Yeah. That's probably without the appetizer.
But I just think that people should start living on a certain level and stop calling each other names. And like, why don't you just date a man who has a stable place to live, who has basic mental stability,
Basic.
maybe, and might have a good relationship with his mother, and doesn't call you bitch when he gets angry.
And drive, because the thing is, the dollar can
A whole lot
always
of
go
ad
up.
libs here.
And the dollar can always go.
The dollar
and
can
drive.
always go up.
Yep.
Drive. Yeah.
Absolutely right. Drive. Because he could be one dude today and another king tomorrow.
Listen, my man was on a futon when I met him.
I feel like the broke
Okay.
conversation on the internet is more reflective of like trying to be a bar, trying to be relatable, trying to be. But in real life, it'd be the ones that be preaching, spitting. Oh yeah, you broke this and that. Nigga gotta have this and that. In real life, they're nigga.
Talk about real life. Talk about real life.
In the real,
Okay.
the nigga
Preach,
right
preacher.
next to you.
Okay. Sister.
So, anyways, I think it's more just trying to clout chase and ride whatever wave.
Ride the wave, yeah.
Yeah, because even the men in the R&B songs you talking about, oh yeah, you know, I'll only mess with women who
Stay
want
tricking.
who want a rich nigga, and I'm not gonna get her nothing. Yeah, you are.
Yes, you are.
You are.
You show
You're
it.
tricking. You're for sure tricking.
You know
you're
all
you're
about
tricking. Like, come on.
So when you hear, well, I'm curious to see how you guys hear about this this bar being used, because every time I've seen women say it, it's usually in response to a man saying something they don't like or don't agree with. So how do you guys hear it? When you see
feel like I hear it.
when you see a woman say it,
I feel like I hear it all types of ways or circumstances, different types of women. I can't really recall anything specific. Well, yeah, definitely that. Like a diss as
Yeah.
a diss. It's like,
It's just trying to poke the hit
know?
you where it hurts.
Yeah.
Men don't want to be called broke. They want to feel like a provider. They want to feel like they got it going on. They want to feel like, you know, they're the ones who are bringing money to the table. They're the, you know, saying, so if you are a woman and you come to them and say, well, you're not that, you're broke, you could never. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Special guest. Hi, Mason.
hi.
what's up? Mason, why y'all whispering? The mics work. Y'all whispering like the mic's loud in your face. It's a whole camera and a microphone in your face.
What's up?
You came for fruit snacks.
No, mommy, for real.
Yo.
It's in her pocket.
I brought my son, mommy. Yeah.
She's a
And
mother.
this baby hungry.
You said it like it was medicine too.
She's a mother.
Mommy, it's time. Mommy, it's
I'm gonna
time.
need that. You know what time it is.
Yah Yah. Yeah.
It's like the pistol, you know?
Rip it out.
She said if
Yeah.
baby need a granola bar.
Got
That
it
was
on me.
hilarious.
I keep it on me.
Oh, I keep it on me. I keep that thing tucked.
Listen, Linda, listen.
Are your pockets sticky?
You know what I'm saying?
No, sometimes my purse, I be finding stuff everywhere.
That's crazy.
That one corner of the
fit
port
is on,
purse
it
be
was
like,
a matching
you
granola.
come back like,
today.
dang, came out with the whole purse.
Today.
All right, so have you guys? You said you're new to TikTok and you've been just started using it.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I've been in it about a year now. Year and a
It makes
half.
sound like a diversion program or something.
TikToking, you
It's
know.
something else to learn that they're making us learn, so it's not really like
Yeah.
by choice. So it doesn't really feel like
You
yeah, we
sound very anti-culture right now.
I'm
It's
sorry.
cool. It's cool. It's cool.
It's
So
just-
you're
They-
on
the
me
way
saying
they-
it's
Is
kind of
TikTok
required at this
culture?
point.
Interfering
They
in
say
our career.
TikTok is like real. Instagram is the fake real.
Yeah.
Mm.
The aesthetics. It's
Yeah,
the,
it's the
show you put
aesthetics.
on. It's
Yeah.
the show you put on.
My girl made
They
a
say
valid
TikTok
point.
is you're supposed to be more authentic. You'll go further if you're more authentic and
Yes.
raw.
My
Yeah.
girl made a valid point the other day. She was saying how she was on a social media break because she just feels like Instagram is so like everybody's like competing. Oh, I'm working harder. I'm working harder. No, I'm working harder. And I'm like, it really comes off like that because at this point it's become like a visual resume in a sense.
True.
you know?
All of your social media at this point is your
Yeah.
reputation.
Yeah.
Who's still doing good? Who's still doing good? You still doing good? You still ascending? You still winning? Oh, such corny shit.
You ain't posted in a month. You ain't
Right.
posted in 2 months. They must have fell off.
Oh my God.
You want to soak more people in your life?
Stay on the algorithm.
I'm joking.
What you say? Do I want to do what?
I said you want to insult more people in your life?
No, I'm not insulting y'all.
You on that algorithm.
Look at y'all, stupid on the internet.
Fucking dumb.
I'm one
playing.
of them.
Huh? You
I'm
one of them?
As long as
Yeah.
I feel pressure to post in my accomplishments.
How far is too far to go for you guys specifically online? I recall you talking about trying to figure out what to post and how much of yourself to share. How far is too much?
I feel like we should tag Slimmin on this one too.
Say it again.
I said I feel like we should tag Slimmin on this one too.
I got her.
How real is too
I
real?
got her. Trust me, I got her.
I think it gets too real when you like putting people in your like personal business. And that's the thing. I know people say, "Oh, people only share the good; they don't share the bad." I don't necessarily think you should share your bad. You know, I mean, as far as like, say for instance, a Krishan and Blueface.
Do you
know
cry
what I'm
online? Crying online is too much.
Crying online is too much, I think.
I feel like why?
If you're
Why
inside
would
your
you
emotions, I'm not even thinking about
Come
the
It's
on.
camera.
cleansing. Some people say it's cleansing.
But to come on, like I gotta
Do
pull
the
out
action.
my
Do the action.
phone.
Do the action.
Yeah, it's
Take
taking
it
too
out
much
my.
time.
Come
I
on, I'm
could've stopped crying.
crying. I'm crying. I'm
Yeah.
crying. Hold on, let me get my shit straight. Like,
Because I feel like crying is such
I'm
an
crying.
emotion
Come
that
on,
you're
like-
focused on.
And then you have to write the caption.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's like, how am I
no.
focused on crying if I'm focused on this? Like, crying is such a focused
Because they need to see this.
emotion.
Because I'm
Why?
real. I'm authentic.
no.
It's cleansing.
But I'm not gonna do that anywhere else. I'm
And,
not
then,
gonna.
and wait. You have to pick the song too.
But I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to come. If I'm about to cry, I'm not about to come into the living room while everybody's in here and make sure y'all see me cry. You know, it's anything that I wouldn't want to stop what I'm doing to come
there-
into the living room and bring it to everybody's attention.
Is
I'm
there
not going to put it on the
anyone's
internet.
brand in which you could see that fitting?
I'm sorry,
Is there anyone's brand in which you could see that fitting?
Tyrese. Just kidding.
I was thinking about that.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry. It's a joke.
Let me
That
see
was a
He was crying about child support.
the joke.
He was
Don't
crying
forget
about
the
y'all.
tie-tie.
What more do you want from me?
Yeah.
What more do you want from
So-
me, bitch? It's $10,000 a month, bitch. Like, goddamn. Well, how much did he say it was? I think it was more than that.
I don't know. Transformer just came out. Fast and Furious had came out. She
Yeah,
was
that's what
thinking.
she said.
She was thinking.
Yeah.
She was thinking.
That's what she said.
It'd be them lawyers. They'd be like, you know, they'd be
you
real
got that
strategic.
All right, so I want to go back to TikTok and sharing things online. I think we talked about it briefly about the filter that has been giving people mental health issues. Have you guys know about it? So apparently there's a filter that's so good it makes women look, I guess, like their full potential without any blemishes.
What?
And yeah, because women will put it on and it's AI enabled, so it's so good. Yeah.
Bow glamour.
Oh, I think that's the one my friend Topanga posted.
And artificial, but I feel like my thing is this. I have two takes on that.
Go for it.
My first take is people use the word cause too lightly. And a filter is not going to cause insecurity.
right.
It's not going to cause mental health issues. If you have insecurities, you're going to be triggered by things like a filter making you look more beautiful than you do in real life. That's going to trigger you if you're insecure about the way you look. Even if that's something that isn't very prominent in your life, you don't think outwardly that you are insecure. That could potentially bring that to light.
Okay.
But it's not causing insecurity.
Yeah,
Right?
I agree.
And that goes with a lot of things. A lot of people like to use the word cause so lightly and frivolously, like, oh, because of you, you caused me to need therapy. No, you need therapy.
Yeah,
I didn't cause you to need it. You may realize that you need it because of our interaction, but I did not do that to you.
yeah.
So I feel like cause is being thrown around too lightly. Also, I feel like with AI and anything as far as the internet goes where things are being made up, like filters or stories or posts that you have documented what is it? Not documented, doctored. Posts that you doctor before you post, right? These are all things that are made up. So this is the best version of that. So those things you have to be able to desensitize from and don't put yourself in a position to become insecure because snap back into reality. This is fake. This is the internet.
Take it too serious.
It's just it's become culture. It's become a part of our lives. But in actuality, AI is artificial intelligence. And we are desensitizing what it is by abbreviating it. But if we were to have to say artificial intelligence every time we refer to AI, then maybe people would be able to conceptualize
right. Oh,
that
wait.
this is
Great.
artificial.
Artificial.
This is not real. It's artificial. So if you're letting something that's an artificial version of you cause insecurity, you are insecure.
We're going back to weak and dumb. Weak and dumb. Weak and dumb.
Yeah.
And
are
if
you?
you're allowing
That's callback.
an artificial version of you to cause you to be insecure, then you're
Yeah. I mean, damn.
So
But it's wild. I mean,
Because like it's just to your point, because that was profound as hell.
yeah,
These filters, just on a basic level, filters, the ones that just get on the face and just tighten it, they're getting dangerous, and it's
Yeah.
getting to a point where it's like I'm seeing goddamn obituaries with the Philly on.
oh wow,
No
Calling it
Philly.
catfish.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I went to I seen a funeral where you remember when Snapchat was out? They had the girl with the little what's her name?
the halo
What was it?
Oh
the
yeah.
flowers.
on an
Breonna
obituary.
Taylor and things like, come on, you guys, it's a lot.
That's a
That
lot.
made me sad.
Yeah.
The best picture that their family
could find
or chose.
Yeah.
They
Was one
handpicked that.
with a
She didn't
filter.
she didn't stand in front of her family and say, "Listen, if anything happened to me,
Look, the sun.
Make sure
the
you
sun was
use
hitting
this.
right that day. Okay?
make sure you use this filtered photo of me." No, her family came together and said, "Yeah, this is the most beautiful picture we got of my baby. Yeah, she loved this picture." And it's the Philly.
pretty wild.
Come
Yeah,
on.
It's levels to it. It's
Yeah.
levels to it. It's a lot of people that like
Yeah, that's
we're
a call.
struggling now to even just to take a raw photo. Like just a raw. Like I remember when a filter was like sepia, black and white.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big non. Big non. I didn't even know what big non is. I'm like
Sepia.
sepia. Sepia was my shit. Make
Paris,
Paris.
stop.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
so
such a man in this room.
that's the filter I
I'm
use.
such a dude in here. All right, so I want to keep with. I don't know. I guess when you think about men, I consider you all guys to be strong women. What makes a man feminine?
Wait, what
What?
makes me strong?
You exude personality. You carry yourself. You don't seem shy, more demure. You don't seem like you hold your tongue.
Okay,
And
Unsure of yourself.
okay.
yeah,
I just always want to know what that means because
strong, not masculine.
yeah, well, right,
The black woman.
totally different
strong.
things.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but it's like you and I don't know each other. We're meeting each other today for the first time.
I'm just going off your energy.
Okay, so I exude a strong energy. But if I was shy, would I not exude a strong energy? Would I not be considered a strong woman if I came off more demure or more shy? Would I not then be considered a strong woman?
Or is it confident?
Confident, strong. I mean, I guess they can be synonyms in this sentence. Oh, in this comparison.
Okay, I just asked because
I mean, but
you know,
I haven't seen managers manage too long without having confidence or awareness how to maintain a room.
okay.
You agree?
I agree.
Okay.
I just asked specifically because, you know, that's been something that's been going around as
around,
well
yes.
is black women being associated with being strong. Sometimes, and also, two,
I'm glad you brought that up.
Ma-
that's
masculine.
why I said strong, not masculine.
yeah, two and also masculine, but strong is like the main thing, right? That black women have been carrying that with them, like a backpack, like a fanny
Absolutely.
pack.
I know
We're
exactly
the strong,
why you asked.
the strong black women, right? So I just wanted to ask for clarification, but
You good?
go ahead. With
Well, we're
what
talking
you
about. Well, I guess we were talking about men being feminine. What makes men feminine? In your opinion?
asked. Ooh, about to trigger something.
Say it. I want that thought.
I'm about to trigger
Say
something.
it. Say it. I need it.
Getting hot.
Oh, let her go first. I want that thought.
Okay.
I feel like the streets need that one.
The streets need that one.
I'm not ready to talk yet.
Let me think. Okay. On the surface, this is always this touchy subject because you know people we live in a world. You can't say too much.
One of these.
World. But you know,
Shake the table.
get Dave Chappelle shit.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. No.
She yelled.
I can't even say that. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna just say for instance, I walk in a room and there's a man. I feel like a lot of this would come off feminine to me. A lot of that.
Wrist integrity. Or like there.
Yeah.
Lack of
lack, yes. And this is just like if I walk into a room and I was
Okay.
like, okay, is he possibly, that or just very soft, very soft.
In what way?
I think mannerisms.
Okay.
Yeah, tiptoeing on it, child.
Mannerisms. Maybe a bitch ass nigga.
Oh,
I mean,
maybe.
That'll do it.
And
Very direct.
one that complains, complains a lot. You just complaining a lot. You got a lot to say. Like, just relax. I feel like a man.
Give me an example of complaining too much. Give me an example of a sentence.
An example. Let me see.
Ain't
Oh, what they
doing?
doing? And mainly when it be like you complaining a lot about females. It's like, why do you have so much?
Can we say females?
You can't say females?
Yes, we can say
I'm a
female.
female.
I was a man. I've been told I can't see females anymore.
Why?
I had
Tell
to
me
say
why.
lady. I was told it was offensive.
It came out of the feminist movement.
Is that not my gender?
You're right. So I missed the boat. I wasn't a part of that conversation, but I have been checked
Okay.
by a feminist.
But what did they say?
So
We done changed the
the way it was
Oh, I
described.
didn't lose it.
The way
It's
it
all
was
inclusive.
described to me,
I'm good because I need to get away from
It's your political side.
the way that it was described to me is that a female and male can be used to describe things, living things such as plants or animals or like living things. But when it comes to human beings, feminists say that they do not want to be referred to as female because we have fought for a long time to be considered equal human beings to men. There have been a lot of rights that we had to earn and fight for as women, not being perceived as things or less than human or whatever the case. So I am not just fighting for human rights as women for a long time. And there are still many places, around the world where
What's
women
the
are
word we
still
have to
fighting.
use instead of female?
We should be using woman or girl, preferably women. But female is supposed to be referred to for, living things, but not women. Women should be referred to as women.
And who made this up?
I don't know. I missed it. I think this one
Okay.
went over
But
me.
somebody
But someone brought it to my
Well, let's get to something that didn't go over your
Even my
head.
ass can say.
What makes
Female. I'm not sure what makes the male fee. Fee. Where does fee come from? The root word femma.
I'm not doing that with you. I'm not doing that with you. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Like that. What's the
See, that's what happens when you go to the backyard.
fee?
That's what happens. That's a backyard activity right
That's
there.
what happens when you go to the backyard.
Right.
All right.
That's a me. You know what I'm saying?
The backyard.
Outdoor.
Yeah.
Outdoor.
So,
Did
what
anyone
makes
else
what makes a man feminine? Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I ain't forget.
Cause she almost to roll. Shake it. How about I shake the room?
Shake the room. I couldn't handle it.
Say it.
Well, I just feel like a man who's more princess than I am, in the sense that instead of being like for me as a woman, I fully embrace my womanhood and princesshood. You asked me earlier. You said if I'm building a house, can I depend on you to put
Soft
one of the
girl.
walls up?
You wanna be
I
a
said,
soft
can
girl.
I call a man to do it for
I'm
me
more
in
one
place of me?
That's a great no.
I'm a woman. I fully embrace my womanhood. And for me as a woman, I will fully utilize a man in my life. If my man want to be the provider, yes, sir. You got it. You can provide for me.
Sir.
If you want to be the one to, and a masculine man for me is someone who provides solutions. They bring solutions to the table.
Yes. is.
Okay, you're not complaining.
Got ad libs and hand gestures. Activated rapper hands in the back too.
You're
Saying
not.
how it needs to be said, okay?
Say that shit. Say
Got
that shit.
shoulders rolling
Okay.
and everything. Okay.
Let me move my lips like I said it.
Okay, my bitch saying something.
Because listen.
Solutions.
Solution
Yes.
based.
Oh, that part.
A man who is integral, a man who's gonna do what he says he's gonna do. So for me, I really can I cuss? Cause I feel it coming.
Say
It's
that
like
shit.
it's on the cusp.
I think
I feel like once you're the kind of man who I can no longer trust that you will do what you say you will, you're a bitch. I've lost respect for you.
Because I
If-
can't depend on no bitch.
you need to be dependable. If you're a man, then who is masculine, a masculine man is dependable. A masculine man is someone who does what he says he will. He's integral. He's a man of his word. He is someone who cannot be swayed
Listen.
easily.
before 2014, I dated all bitches.
What made him that?
Before 2014, I dated all bitches.
What made him that?
Based on what my girl just
Say
explained
it.
here.
Okay.
Turns out they was a bitch.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Did you, Callie, did you want to weigh in on that? What makes a man feminine to you?
Yes, I was actually going to ask a question about. I just think grace, having some grace on humans keeping their word, and gender roles professing your love, provision, and protection. That's what apparently is what makes a man or a good man for a partner. I would say that things that would visually make me think or let me know that someone is feminine leaning would probably be mannerisms, maybe like like maybe a look in the face, maybe just a certain relaxedness in the body. And that always leads me to ask questions because I'm a real inquisitive type of person, and especially about sexuality and gender and orientation. I like to ask people questions, probing questions, because I like to know where certain things come from. I understand that gender and orientation are two different things, and being masculine or feminine energy is all a spectrum, and you can live out those energies at different places in your life depending on what you're going through. So there are certain men who live a soft boy life, and congratulations to them men. You know what I'm saying?
You said a soft boy life?
Yeah, they live a soft boy life.
Sound like a guy that has no scars on his knees.
And I'm not mad. He doesn't.
No calluses on his
He
hands.
doesn't.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't.
He gets his ass exfoliated.
Not the ass.
Yes, he
Golly.
do. He lives a soft boy life.
Yeah.
You're supposed
For
to
sure.
exfoliate your ass.
For sure.
That's
I
the
never,
one part.
I never
I can
thought
see
about
that.
it.
If you gotta
I've never
exfoliate-
considered it.
I mean, I get in the nitty gritty of my
I can see a
shit.
man.
Like I exfoliate, glove, everything
Yeah,
down.
that's right. That's
My
Soft skin.
My ass, like your butt is behind you. So sometimes
sit
it's
on
not
it, yeah.
always like you gotta get somebody
Don't
to
touch my
see
butt,
your
bro.
butt to
I
get
just
a
felt- I just felt
butt
violated.
facial, you know.
It's felt violated.
But either way,
Y'all
we're
grab
just
man
going
butts?
left with it. But
I'm sorry, what was
basically-
that?
Huh?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Y'all grab man butts?
Right, what was the question?
Y'all grab man butts?
I have
Grab
no
the
issue
man's butt.
with grabbing
I'll
a
grab
man's
booty.
ass.
I grab booty sometimes.
Playful.
I will grab that ass, yeah.
Absolutely. Gross. And I don't like the seriousness in your forehead when you said that either.
I will grab that ass.
Yeah, look at that ass.
I, in fact, will grab that ass too.
All
as
y'all
well.
are just gross.
You gonna
The
grab-
infatuation that men have with ass, why we can't feel away? What you mean?
And can I ask a question?
No.
Fluffy
Because
part at the bottom.
when I want to ask.
Go ahead.
So speaking of grabbing some ass, right? When I came to the States for the first time, I heard a man refer to getting some pussy as getting some ass, and I actually thought that was gay, and it turned me off a lot. And then as I continued to live here, I realized that men would say, yeah, I'm about to get some butt, I'm about to get some cheeks. Yeah, I got the cheeks. Oh, I'm about to get some ass.
Cheek sounds better.
But are you really getting some ass? Because this is the thing. If
I
you're
see
really
where
a
you're
butt
going.
baby, or you like anal, or you into that,
Butt baby is
when
crazy.
someone say they
Butt
want some
baby.
ass, I might think, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might really want some ass.
Yeah.
So you got to be
In this
specific when
climate,
you're talking.
they might mean that.
This time they might not even hear that. You know what I'm talking
In
about?
this climate, they might be putting it right in your face. I'm getting some ass.
And that's okay.
You heard
And that's okay. It's nothing wrong getting some ass.
Exactly what I said.
nothing, except when I think you talking about pussy and you really talking about ass.
Right.
Until then.
Listen.
Until you confuse me.
Now we got a problem. We got to clear this up.
I'm confused.
That's fair.
Did you mean?
That's fair.
But
That's fair.
Hey, that,
Okay, next question.
what was the question?
I have another one. It's to follow up where we just came from. Feminine men. I'm gonna throw out my serious hand for this. What is a woman?
What is a woman? What do you mean by that?
Me.
What do you mean by that?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, what makes a woman
is so
a woman?
many different things.
This is hard. This is tough.
Go for it.
I don't know what you mean by
Because
that.
What a woman does.
I mean, we're all women. You're someone. I'm someone. You're someone. So what I mean is, women can be so many different things. A woman. Who are you? I think that's the question.
Okay.
Are you asking in the sense of like, if we asked it on the opposite, like what makes a man, like what makes a woman? Are you asking what makes a woman? Because we know a woman is someone who was, I mean, at this point, a woman can be whoever a woman decides to be according to society these days. But a woman is, you know what a woman is. Don't act like you know what a woman is.
Don't
I'm tired
ask
of,
that.
Like, can you just say this? I'm tired of this world. I'm
Yeah.
tired of this world acting like they don't know what a woman is.
Slim.
Dead ass.
Can you get the wine?
You see a woman
It's
when
in the
you know a
refrigerator.
woman when you see
Thank
one,
you.
and you know a black woman when you see one.
Okay.
All y'all stem from a black woman. Woman.
So
Woman.
Tiara, your sister identifies as non-binary today?
Unsure.
Unsure. Okay. So
She identifies as being unsure at this time.
that's fair.
We don't know yet.
That's fair. Has she flirted with the idea of gender reassignment?
No. She
Okay.
does not want to be anything other than a woman.
Okay.
Neither has my sister. My sister is stud.
Why you whisper it?
Because I'm not sure if I'm
Say stood.
using the right term.
Say
She's
stood.
stud.
Say it with your shoulders.
She stood.
There you go.
That's my
All
problem.
right. So you, what is a woman?
To me, what is a woman?
Yes.
Shit, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I feel like this is such a sensitive time when it comes to us getting into this transitional phase of accepting and being more open-minded to the fact that a woman is no longer just simply someone who can have ovaries and give birth, and it's no longer just that anymore. It's no longer a woman who can, you know, bring life, carry and nurture life. Right. That part.
That made me warm.
You know, it's more to it now.
That's how I know y'all friends. You poured hers first.
And then you know what?
It's love.
That's my sis for real.
And that's
then
love.
It made me want to hug Tia.
Right, because she felt love. Come on. It's the
I
love.
was like, I got something to give. Yah Yah just gave me
I'm
something.
good, Mama.
So now I can give you
Thank
some.
you.
Thank
Yes. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like a woman is any woman who decides that she's a woman at this point. And I honor anyone who identifies and, you know, actualizes their own womanhood in whatever way they do that. I feel like I mind my damn business. I am a woman. And if you are a woman, go up.
Stand in it.
I'm proud to be a woman.
I'm a woman, and that's all I know. That's my business. And your business is your business.
Period. I get
Respect.
cramps 3 days out of this month. Every time the month come, 3 days out of the month, I am crippled in my bed because I am a woman, and I ain't get the choice.
Okay.
When God put me in the sack or wherever He had put me, He was like, "This is gonna be a woman, and she's gonna get cramps 3 days out of every month as often."
Look,
as
we
she
didn't
get
make the
rent.
choice.
Yep,
We didn't make the choice.
we get period as often as
we
rent
were-
come. First of the
Every
month,
time.
rent is due.
I like that.
You ain't gonna have to
I like
worry
that.
about
I
catching
like
it
that.
all.
All right. Speaking of women, let's talk about young women. Is there age limit? Age limit? Age limit. Yeah, I guess that could work too. Is there an age limit to twerk?
Yes.
I think.
Yep. You better
Well-
learn. You better be doing good as fucking school before you start popping that booty.
Well, think about cultures.
That's the first thing I thought of in my mind.
Think of
That's the first thing.
Africa.
There's so much that I don't know about
Yeah.
other cultures.
Yeah.
You know?
In America,
As an American
twerking.
dance.
That's what we call it.
That's what we call it, yeah.
But if it's just because that's still
exactly what I just
Caribbean,
did.
Caribbean. Now, is it over
Dance is
sexualized?
cultural,
I feel
right.
like it's been becoming over sexualized dance, the twerk.
Okay.
So to answer your question, because I guess you are talking about the twerk, but the dance itself, like you said, I feel like in other cultures, that was a move that they did. It was like a spiritual.
It's a mating dance, though. It means this how I know how to ride, buddy. Well, nice.
in every
You about to give
culture.
him some cheeks?
Just the gyration is just it imitates sex. It's like twerking is like that's why Megan got the good knees. She say, "Look, ain't nobody got up on their knees and
Is
rolled
that-
to the tip
No,
like
I
that."
Is
get
that
that. I'm talking
every
about
culture
culturally,
though?
though.
Is that in
Because if
every
you-
culture?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm
But
saying, I don't
but I feel
know.
like your
I don't-
question is specifically for American
Twerking,
culture,
right.
right? Like to twerk in
It's whatever
America.
you make it.
I mean,
'Cause
God damn, I'm
you're
so
from
big on
Cali,
minding my
you're
damn
from-
business.
You're from Cali. You're from Canada. You're from Jersey, and Canadian in the back. So I guess it's whatever you
Well,
make it
I
as.
gotta stay out of this because I was like 7, 8 years old.
Oh,
We was making up dances to Luke, so
We was pee popping.
I gotta mind my business.
Okay.
Yeah, we was in the breezeways. Put your hands up high, yo.
And went hydraulic to the floor. Scud. Come on.
Y'all just made Luke happy. Either.
Don't do that.
But when we were doing it, it didn't come off.
because if we
What
weren't
do you say in
aware
that song?
of the
Over
sexual,
exactly.
right?
Like,
But
Titties, girl.
So-
Scud.
so that's why there are rules that are instilled by adults and not by children.
who's over sexualizing?
Right,
Right.
But and because it is something that is out of your parents' control, that even though you don't look at it as sexual,
Right.
others will. You have to
Right.
have rules in place that protect you. So
Right.
I would say that there definitely should be an age limit to protect children because there's just so much. But at the end of the day, whether that baby pop her booty or not,
Is that
if
protecting
that
children
man,
from themselves or from adults?
it's definitely from predators. But the thing is, you can't protect children from predators. Whether that baby pops her booty or not, if that
predator
man
be a
is looking
predator.
at her in that way, it doesn't matter
looking
what she's
regardless.
doing, right? It doesn't matter what she does. I've always been a shapely girl my entire life. I have pictures of me on a Razor scooter. His ass was popping. I said, "Whoa, why was my booty so big?
Lil' mama thick.
Why was my booty so big at 9 years old?
Ain't no way.
The hell did I have going
Hold the
on?
hell on, mama.
Like, why was I dragging a wagon on a razor?
That was your imaginary friend.
Okay,
What
that
the hell?
was, bitch, that was the
You didn't
scooter.
need an imaginary.
So there was so many things. You're annoying. There were so many things that my mother tried to do. There were a lot of rules that I had. I was overprotected simply because
Yes.
of the male gaze, or
Yes.
even women. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're a predator, you're a predator. You don't have to
Yes.
just be a man.
Yes.
Women are predators as well. You can be either way. But anyways, it doesn't matter if a baby shake her booty or not. If there are predators out there looking at her, there are predators out there looking at her. There's nothing you could do.
When I was younger, my mom would be like, "Don't wear shorts around your uncles, you're this, or that." And it's not even because they did anything. It was just like,
It's inappropriate.
yeah, it's inappropriate, or they could be looking at you a certain way. You don't know.
Just for you to be
It's your family. You can't really, you never really know.
Right.
spot on. Spot on. You absolutely right.
And it definitely do be your family.
And it usually is someone super close.
Yes,
to the kid.
typically.
So I was watching basketball highlights as I'm one to do, and I saw some little kids in elementary playing, and I saw
The greeter.
I saw
Grab him when he comes because I can't even.
so I saw a
He
little
said he about to roll up.
so I saw so I saw a basketball player. I think the grade school range was between 3rd and 5th graders, and I saw one little boy with a tattoo. As I heard the ad libs of the ladies in the room. So if girls, I guess we agreed that girls should have an age limit on twerking
What age were they?
with the boys,
Yeah.
3rd and 5th graders.
Oh.
Yeah. So is there an age limit on tattoos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
What's the age limit on tattoos?
Well, it's
I'ma
supposed
say
to
my
be
age when
it's supposed to be 18 in a lot of states. But here's my thing about tattoos.
These my states or parents?
In states, like here in Georgia, you have to be 18 before you can get a tattoo.
Okay.
Found that out because I tried to take my sister to get one before she was 18.
Yeah, you do. Jersey too.
Yeah, in a lot of states, you have to be over 18.
You do.
It's just, a lot of people don't get tattoos in shops. So,
Yeah, exactly.
but I feel like when it comes to permanent, or at this point, and nothing is really permanent, everything's semi-permanent at this point. I was gonna lead with, oh well, you're not old enough to know what you want and who you are, so to make decisions that are so quote unquote permanent at a young age wouldn't be smart. But at the same time, you don't know who you are till you sometimes you in your 30s still trying to figure it out. Obviously, do I think it's ridiculous for a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old to be able to decide what tattoo they want on their body? I think that's absolutely stupid because of a lot of reasons. But I mean, at what point are you old enough to make decisions? Like being 18 and deciding what college to go to and what profession to choose is absolutely inappropriate. There's no reason why you should be 17 or 18 making such a humongous decision for yourself or being held liable for that kind of thing. Yes. Like the fact that I'm able to be 17, I graduated high school very young. I'm 17 and my parents are looking at me like, okay, where are we going? What you doing? What's up? Where'd you get accepted? What are we doing? And I'm sitting there looking at them like, I'm not taking on nobody's hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt to do something that I don't know that I'm going to like. I haven't even been able to dye my hair on my own. I had to ask you if I could dye my hair, but you want me to tell you who I'm going to be and sign loan documents myself.
Yeah, it stressed me out when you said that.
Like, are you okay? Like, I wasn't even able to put a highlight in my hair on my own. But now that I've graduated high school, you want me to make these humongous, life-changing, life-altering decisions? Absolutely not. But even 18 is too young for that. So it's like an age limit on a tattoo is just so small. It's still something that can affect you for a very long time. And so I don't know what age is appropriate. 25, you're still very naive. There's still so much that you may or may not have experienced. It depends on how you grew up. So, child, just mind my business. That's all I can say. That's what I mind my business. That's it. That's what my peeve. I don't know if that baby gonna put a tattoo. I think you're ridiculous. A parent who, but at this point, it's just a matter of self-expression, right? If that 8-year-old had a tattoo, it was probably a fake one that looks very real because they have those. You can let your baby get a tattoo that stays on your arm for 3 weeks, 2 months. You can get very semi-permanent tattoos. And it's a level of self-expression and allowing your baby to express themselves in that way. Like we do as adults, we say, oh, it's art. I'm expressing myself in that way. My body's a canvas. So giving your child that freedom to explore it very young, you never know what that could unlock for them.
Yeah.
You don't know what that unlocks for them in their naive brain, where as opposed to someone is raised very strict, right? In a household where kids aren't even allowed to, run in the house, or they're not allowed to, watch TV or whatever the case, versus a child whose parents allow them to express themselves by getting tattoos or, join sports that would be considered dangerous or do things that like snowboarding, right? Like allowing your child to explore the things that they're interested in. So I think that it's appropriate as long as it's something that a parent has decided that they have allowed and want to foster in that child.
Yes.
Y'all got gay besties.
Hell yeah. I love a gay bestie. I've always loved a gay bestie.
What about you, Kelly?
I've had gay besties. I have a lot of friends that are gay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do.
You talking gay men? Mm-hmm. Yeah? You too?
Yeah, of course I do. Absolutely I do, actually.
Why do y'all recruit them? It seems like y'all recruit them. Y'all find them on LinkedIn?
Why do we recruit them?
No,
like we recruit.
I've
I
never
don't know.
recruited
I'm
a
on outside-
bestie.
I'm on outside looking
I've
in.
never recruited a
I don't
I'm
think
doing
bestie
this
at
for
all.
educational
Yeah.
purposes.
I think it's the same as any friend. If I just happen to become friends with you.
Yeah. Cause let me tell you something. In my experience, gay men particularly are very particular about who they like and who they don't like.
Yes.
You
They
can't
are.
really
The most
recruit a bestie. A gay man is gonna recruit you. If anything, if
Okay.
anybody's doing the choosing,
That's very true.
it's not us.
Oh, I like you.
Okay.
You know what? I like you.
Okay.
Oh, me?
me?
I'll be honored.
I chose. He chose me. Yeah.
Funny. Okay, so next question. Do you think gay male besties are too handsy with women?
No.
I don't look at it that way.
I mean, everybody's
When you
different
say,
though.
hold on one second. You said when you look at that way, look at it that way. What do you mean?
I don't look at it that way. I know people that do. Mostly guys. They're like, y'all gay friends do anything to y'all. Like, no, but I mean, if so, I mean, you said it. He doesn't want this.
You know what? I think that sometimes though, I feel like bisexuality be a spectrum, and because
Oh, yeah.
I've had a bisexual. Well, I've had a male friend who actually is gay, but I'm learning this term. It's called heteroflexibility, as we spoke about,
Yeah.
or homoflexibility, where you maintain a certain orientation, but you could fuck with some gay shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like one night or two, you could fuck with some gay shit. Okay, I'm heteroflexible because
that's what
I
that's
will
called.
pursue a straight lifestyle until I get too drunk one night and I have a threesome, group sex, which is actually under the category of queerness. So a lot of men don't actually know that they're queer.
Wow.
If you ever flipped a girl, if you ever ran a train, if you ever watched anybody, if you ever fucked in the same room as anybody, you was queer.
Queer.
You ever watched
Wow.
some threesome porn and had an orgasm to completion to it? Queer. We all
I like how you
queer.
add
We
completion
all
after
queer.
orgasm.
On a spectrum.
We queerdos.
Queerdos.
We queerdos.
Queerdos.
I feel like it. Yeah, I feel
Never
like
knew
the
that.
spectrum is so real because I've thought of so many different men in my head just now, and there's such a broad spectrum. Like I have a very, 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 very good friend who's gay. Hey, Kevin.
Kev.
Love him down, but he has never ever touched me or gotten handsy with me
A lot of them
inappropriately
don't.
at all. Like at all.
Okay.
I mean,
will
we could
respect it.
dance.
They will
If we're
respect it.
dancing, both of our hands are like this, up
feel like
in the air.
love.
One of these.
Okay.
One of these. But then I also have a gay friend who expresses to me how attracted to me he is, but he's very, very gay. Like very gay. But we joke about him taking me on dates, us getting married at 40 if we're not married.
Right now.
Like
That's flexibility.
that's what I'm saying. The spectrum is so vast.
Yeah.
There are men who are very interested in the woman body, right?
Yeah.
Like the softness of a woman's thighs. You're not
But I
going to
think
get
you know what
that.
it is too. I think a
with
lot of them
men.
also know that a lot of women aren't interested in a man who they know sleeps with men.
So they feel more
Yeah, that be
comfortable.
what it is.
Right. Like there's a lot of flexibility. And so they can explore the limits that they have as far as the fact that women, regardless of your orientation, women are beautiful.
Exactly.
You know, the woman's body is beautiful. So as a gay man who knows that you are not interested in them sexually and they are not interested in you sexually, you guys can explore the general attraction.
Yes.
Right? For example, I mean, I'm not going to name drop, but there's like a very, very viral social display of someone who's a socialite as a woman and someone who's a socialite as a man, and one is gay and one is not. And they have a very playful relationship because the gay man loves to kind of frolic around with the woman because she has a beautiful body. She has a very, very beautiful, beautiful body, right?
Does he play with her breasts and say, "Oh, I see you got the girls out"?
Play with, I don't know if play with might be a little
a
further
thing.
than, I don't know
These
if that's,
questions come from a real place.
I don't know if they play with
You got
titties.
the girls out.
That's what they said. I've
They
heard it
might
said.
comment on the
Now.
titties. Yeah, they might.
Yeah.
They might comment on the titties or comment on the booty or comment on how
Hey,
the body
titties.
is sitting.
But so do your girlfriend.
But
titties,
so do
you
your
cute.
friends.
Yeah.
So do
Okay,
your
so
girlfriends.
how long have you guys been friends?
It's all very new for
Yeah,
me.
we're
I'm the
new.
I'm the newbie here.
Okay.
And me and Callie have been friends.
I only been in Georgia like
and a
almost 2
half?
year. Yeah, a year and a half. Yep, me and Yah Yah been knowing each other
Okay.
a year and a half.
So
It's funny because me and Slim met for the first time in this trip. But,
oh really?
But we're
Really?
from the same
In
hometown.
the same hometown.
Yep, exactly. And we met through social media probably like
Really?
maybe 3 probably 3 4 years ago.
Okay.
How beautiful is that?
Yes, Lordy.
Okay, so as women, you guys call each other like, "Hey, bitch."
No,
Not hey, bitch.
I don't say
Okay, we got
hey
one, yeah.
bitch, but I
might
it is
say
possible
bitch
that I would
every
call
now
my
and then.
friend a bitch
Okay.
in a loving
Every now and
way.
then.
That is my style. That is my
Loving way.
stilo.
That
Yeah.
could happen, yeah.
Y'all slap ass cheeks when your friends dancing?
No.
Yeah.
I
They
have.
slap
I hit it with the whole, if the booty going, I'm going like this with the
have.
butt.
I'm more of a modest partier. I'm not the slapping booty girl, but they've slapped mine because I got a big booty. But and then sometimes I be like, if I'm drunk enough, I might keep dancing. But sometimes I do be a little uncomfortable. But socially, I try to put up a good front.
You have to let that be known,
You gotta
Callie.
say that.
I'm like, don't cry.
No, you gotta say
gotta say
that.
Sometimes I don't like it, but I
don't
just
like
be
that
like,
kind.
this is what the bitches do when you're a bad bitch. You just
gotta let them smack it. You don't have to let them.
You don't.
You don't have to let them.
Never experienced it, you know. 'Cause
I'm not saying I'm not all the way
Nobody
okay
ever
with
slapped
it,
your
because
booty
I
when
don't
you
want
was
to feel
shaking it?
exempt either. I don't want them not to want to
as much
smack
as
my
yours.
butt because I'm a lame bitch.
Wait, what? We missed it.
I said I don't want them also to not want to smack it because I'm a lame bitch.
No.
you're like this.
Don't not smack it. It's like,
You don't want to smack
have a good time.
it. It ain't moving. It ain't going. It's moving. It's moving, ain't it?
It's moving.
It ain't moving.
I remember I twerked on my birthday and you was laughing at me. Remember because I had that big ass jumper on?
You
I was trying to keep my shit. I was trying to.
But I was really laughing at the comment that you made. I wasn't laughing.
moving. I said my shit
No,
moving.
it was moving. No, I did say it was moving. No, I said it was moving.
my shit was moving?
I told you it was moving because it was. But you made a comment.
Salute
You
to
made a
it.
comment on that big ass overalls you had on.
I had my birthday.
And I
suit.
was like, no, that's actually hilarious that you in this big ass set of overalls right
And it's
now.
going, and it's
Because the booty is really moving through these big ass overalls right now.
Don't
It's
tell
like
me that.
really going. I couldn't believe it. I was standing in the kitchen like, what?
No restraint.
Don't do that. She said
No restraint. There was no restraint.
it was jumping for
There was
sure.
no restraint.
There was no
You're a
restraint.
cheekologist over there.
I'm sorry.
You're a cheekologist over
Absolutely.
there. Okay.
I mean, look, she a
Learn from the best.
a booty guru.
That's right.
Booty guru.
This is a booty guru.
That's right.
Shit.
Highly qualified.
Okay.
She always strapped when she hit the club.
Okay.
Honestly.
So connecting the dots on a few conversations that
You're
we've already
strapped with a
started.
nice weapon. It's against a lot of for her to move them hips. You know that song? I like the way you do that right there.
Hey! I did my chicken head.
Okay. You hit it with a chicken head.
If you ever
It's
seen
definitely
that
a chicken
dirty
head.
ass
I used
to
mouth
win
on
them
dry.
contests. I'm telling you.
Come on.
I like the way you do that right there.
Ooh, she about to. You better
Okay.
stop.
Hold on.
You better stop.
Yeah. I told y'all she could dance. Y'all could dance.
It's good.
Y'all's a good dancer.
Who want to battle?
The bob.
That's my bitch, y'all.
Period.
That just made my headache worse.
Show up and show out.
Don't let Chingy be your downfall, bro.
Don't let Chingy
Don't do that to Chingy.
All right. So
We had a moment.
we're gonna have another moment now.
Connected long.
So, have you guys ever said a guy must be gay as a weapon?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
I've used gayness
Wow.
all the time as a weapon.
And it's
Wow.
not a weapon.
That's not
And
okay.
it's not a weapon.
That is a
that
weapon.
it's
I like how y'all all four of y'all said I pulled the trigger, but it's not a gun.
It is not a gun. It's a water gun.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Be self-aware.
it's a water gun. I have done it.
evil.
I have done it.
Facts.
Yes. Is it right? No. But have I done it? Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
My friends are text like, is it giving?
Why?
Well, actually, I have said it in a playful way because I felt like my sister. I love my sister so much. She was like, I haven't gotten complimented. No boy tried to holler at me in like a month. I was like, they must just be gay. Like, it's like
Oh.
they gay because my
Anybody into
That's a little
girls.
different.
Right. It's not into
It's into you because you're gorgeous. Like it just as a joke, like, oh, they just aren't attracted to women at all.
Right,
It's
right.
not you, girl. It's them. like
right.
that's beyond you, girl. It's not you.
They must be on.
Because you look great. You look fantastic. But that's the only way. But that's the only way I've said it. Is like they must be gay
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I think
or married. You know.
I've done it. I've definitely done it. Growing up, we've had a like I was called certain stuff growing up. You know, I was called the F word. Like, but it didn't mean gay.
Yeah.
It meant something else, but it was derogatory and it's a slur. Obviously.
New York?
From a New Yorker. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's
They
yes.
say things like cocksucker.
Yeah. I've heard a gay man use it, and it was absolutely hilarious in the way he used it. It was funny, but he was from New York though.
Okay, go ahead.
Huh?
What'd he say?
I can't say the word.
Okay, then don't say it. Bleep it out. What did he say?
No.
How you gonna tell us it was so funny? Oh my God, I have heard
No,
it's
he
so
was saying,
funny.
okay, it was a gay guy, it's a gay white man from New York, and he said it as a weapon in a conversation with a straight man.
Oh, he used it on the straight dude.
Yeah.
He called him that.
Yeah.
Gay
That's
men love to
hilarious.
do that.
Yeah.
Gay
And
men
he was
that.
very
They
sassy.
do. They do.
And he was very sassy. It was hilarious.
Crazy
Gay
thing
men
is-
love that. And it's a similar way that we would use it. The way that gay men weaponize the word gay is the same way that women weaponize the word broke. They do it specifically to trigger you.
Attack you.
Hey, y'all the writers, but she
So
got
if
the
there-
bars
that
today.
Makes sense.
Because
That
if
makes
there's
sense.
any in there, it's gonna hurt.
Makes sense.
That if
Alright.
you got any internalized homophobia that stems from you blocking some shit out from maybe sexual trauma or anything like that, someone having you they might have you messed up calling you the
Yeah.
F word.
Or if you're just gay and don't want to call yourself gay and admit that you gay and you want to
Triggered.
stay in the closet and you want to be a trade
A trade.
and somebody
A trade?
and somebody
trade.
call
Is
you
that
gay, it's gonna trigger you.
That's offending.
Trade
When I first
means-
learned what trade.
Trade means this man is very masculine presented. He even will have a girlfriend. He will date
down
women. Yeah, trade.
Down low.
Download is trade, meaning
Yeah.
he will. It could potentially be that he didn't answer your call because he's laid up with a nigga and not a woman.
Okay. All right, I want to get Shrimp and Slim in here. I need two of y'all to tag out for me.
I can tag
Sorry,
out.
shrimp.
You tag out. You got to go get them all the snacks out the pockets. Yeah, go ahead. It's on the counter. Come walk around the side for me. Walk around the side for me.
I took my shoes off.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
You supposed to have took your shoes off.
I tried.
No, you good. You good. You good. Y'all well? We all good. Y'all good. Can you walk around the side for me?